All right, it's another uneventful episode of this podcast. Hey, folks, it's a nice Sunday here, and you're going to start out Monday night. You know, we did the sketch for the pizza guy bit, picked up a nice pizza at a local place. It was half pepperoni, half plain, for those who want to know. And we didn't really have an exact ending for the sketch. We wasn't sure how we were going to end it, but, you know, we were talking about some ideas. And it came out pretty good. I put it up the next day. We got about 5,100 views, which is pretty damn good, considering the fact that, you know, a lot more likes than I get from my stand-up videos, which is hurtful. But, you know, as long as people are liking it, I guess that's all that matters. And then Wednesday, I went back to the 1675. Those who know, a year and a half ago, I went to this open mic. I was going there once a month. It's once a month open mic in the suburbs. And I went on first, and I dropped a few N-bombs, in context, of course. And all the comedians got freaked out. And then I didn't go back because the host kind of yelled at me at the end of the show. And I was embarrassed kind of to go back, and it was awkward. And then the guy stopped coming to my open mic. It was a whole bunch of reasons. And then finally, for a year and a half, I went back there. And I went on third. I had an okay set. I wasn't really happy with it. I didn't really write anything out. I only did like 3 minutes. But it went okay. But I at least went back there, you know, to see the host, talk to them for a little bit, patch things up so I can go there here and there. I don't have that many rooms I can perform in, so I need all the help I can get, folks. And then I was able to get to the gym twice this week. I've only been going twice a week. I don't think I'm ever going to get there 3 times a week, but I'm probably not that fit right now to do that anyways. And then, what did I do Friday night? Oh, yeah, Friday night, I went to Texas Roadhouse for the first time. I've never been to Texas Roadhouse. I went there with a friend, and we had some. I tried their not ribeye, their sirloin steak, and man, it was more rubbery than Golden Corral. Golden Corral is better steak than, but I think it's because I got the sirloin. Shrimp was okay. The baked potato was good. That was the only good thing about the meal, was the baked potato and the corn. But yeah. And then Saturday night, I found out Wednesday that the cabaret's closing. Now, the cabaret was always closed, the comedy, but the bar has been there for 30-something years. I think around the time I was born, or before I was born. And, yeah, I went there, got to see the bartender. A couple of comedians were there. John Kenzel, you guys don't know him. He's a legendary Philadelphia comedian. Willie Fritz was there. Risa was there. My partner in crime, I guess you can say, right now in comedy. John Rice was there. He's been on the JoshCast before, and some local people that I know, and it was fun. They brought in free pizza for everybody, had some pizza, had some drinks. I didn't get the chance to say goodbye to anybody, but nonetheless, I checked the public freakout commentary, and there was no nothing really interesting, you know, talking about the whole, you know, missile thing going on in Iran. Not a lot of stuff really going on. Same old crap. But nonetheless, folks, the open mic is coming up tomorrow. We have a special guest host, so we'll cover that in the next episode. Also, another episode of the Cookie Pot Pie podcast. That's right, I started the podcast with Risa. If anybody liked the JoshCast episode, what we did, then you'll like the show. And if you don't, well, then you won't like the show. Listen, don't listen, unsubscribe. Folks, do whatever you got to do. And we started the TikTok channel. I think it's called Cookie Pot Pie. I'm not on TikTok. I don't like TikTok. I still don't. They have stupid rules. I think it's mostly kids on there. But if those of you have a TikTok channel, if you want to subscribe and support the channel, it's called Cookie Pot Pie. We're going to put up sketches and stand-up clips and podcasts and whatever we can put up on there. So if you want to subscribe, it's up to you. If you don't, leave me alone. Well, folks, it's time to get to your least favorite segment. It's time to get to the odd news. Employee quietly sneaks his own painting onto the wall of a German museum after discovering the stunt. The Penakikada Dor Modern fired the staffer and reported the crime to the police. That's pretty cool, though. Police has got his artwork. I mean, that crime was a work of art. There's a joke for you. Female Yu-Gi-Oh player quits tournament because opponents smelled bad. What was the race of the people? I know you can't say that. Let's see. Personal hygiene is always important. Gaming conventions. The situation. Her first Yu-Gi-Oh event. I left halfway through because I couldn't stand the smell. Hygiene is very important. They're not saying where this is at, though. I want to know where this was at. Oh, this was Japanese people. So apparently Japanese people don't... well, not all of them, of course. Student arrested after sending fax claiming to be the principal resigning. That's awesome. I like pranks like that. It says principal's office. Ontario resident who wants both a vagina and penis wins public funding for unique surgery. So this person's going to have a penis and a vagina, which means they can just go fuck themselves. Help sign on beach points rescuers to men stuck 9 days on a remote Pacific atoll. Japan warns of hungry bears in spring that may attack people after coming out for hibernation. Costco now sells up to $200 million in gold and silver. Pacific Castaways help sign sparks U.S. rescue mission, an unexpected family reunion. 2 injured in a throwaway crash after passenger accidentally presses vehicle's start off button. So he accidentally hit the button in the car turned off, and man, you guys gotta break yourself with that story. That wasn't good. Mexican news share accidentally airs man's testicles instead of the solar eclipse. I guess I could say the hack thing, and that guy's got a lot of balls, but what else can I say? That sounds nuts. That's also kind of hack. Well, I'm a hack. Co-workers get creative in team building with a game of whack-a-mole. It shows a guy. He's on this big green thing. It looks fun. A new generation divide open staff on Tumu. Polish priest jailed for throwing a wild orgy where male prostitute died after overdosing on erectile dysfunction pills. I don't have a joke for that, but I think it writes itself. Hey, that wasn't holy water on his head. That wasn't that good. Driverless county school bus goes through yard, winds up on a house on signal, driver charged. We wouldn't have made the Dune popcorn bucket if we knew. There'd be sickos about it. AMC executive says. Reported armed man at Scottish train station with Star Wars Stormtrooper. 2 Bay Area workers charged for building secret apartments inside train station. Europe's largest plant. Okay, let's not read that. Mexican news station. Okay, I read that. The View gets schooled for trying to eclipse climate change. What a woman know, anyways. Chicken duns tiny glasses to watch a solar eclipse. Lay an egg. Mocking the absurd name is corporate bullying. Teens' vocal cords act like a coin slot, and worse investigation indigestion accident. Heinz reveals his first ever catch-up in insurance policy. Millennials and Gen Zs, I might get a lot of jokes here, this sucks. Mountain goat gets stuck at overpass in Kansas City. Sierra Leone declares emergency after addicts graves to high. This could be good. Kentucky man admits to faking his own death to end up paying over $100,000 in child support. This guy sounds dead on the inside. There you go, that's not bad. I'll try that one out. Woman claims God directed her to shoot cars on 110 in Florida during the eclipse. Yeah, it's always God telling these people to do things. Why can't anybody just admit that they're nuts? Scientists accidentally make a mouse grow legs in a place of genitals. I think it's about genitals today. Orthodox Jewish man sues EMT school over beard restrictions. Oh, because Jews like beards. Missing 14-year-old found stayed away in closet of man she met on Reddit. I think I read that last week. Zombies, salt, and fork. 9-year-old missed school. Okay, we got one more news site to get to. The show's probably going to end early, and that's probably a good thing. Gordon Ramsay's pub taken over by brazen squatters who threaten legal action if evicted. It's raw, you stupid donkey! Onlookers left shocked as man steals and eats a dead person's leg. I think a comedian did a joke about that. And they get a knee up on the situation. Okay, I don't know. My debit card was stolen and used to buy a lottery ticket that won $4 million. I had no idea, but now I want the cash. So if someone steals your credit card, I didn't know you could buy lottery tickets with credit cards, but that's a good thing. If someone steals your credit card and they win the lottery, you should win. I mean, it was your credit card. Retired chiropractor killed Elvis impersonator by chloroforming him during sex. This story is making me want to pass out. Did it chloroform? Nah, maybe I'll try it. Engineers in Oregon train dog were about to walk on moon. Large factor to make jet fuel out of poop for Hungarian airline Wizz Air. See, folks, everybody keeps talking about poop. It happens even in the news. Save that for the poop show. Missing teen never came home from school. The cops got a shocking call 13 years later. My God. New party found election candidate for being inactive. Turns out he died 2 months ago. So everyone was like, this politician's lazy. Dude was dead. Bird mimicking police sirens at police station, confusing officers. Australian parents hold children from school after graphic class teaching about bestiality. So did they tell the kids to fuck animals or not fuck animals? I hope they told them not to fuck the animals. San Francisco, 2-story houseboat towed Third Bay. Employee security hangs out his own art during museum, serves the police investigation. Play actors refuse to pay federal taxes over U.S. funding of Israel. Okay, I read these two. I read that one. I want a drug test. Trump floats idea President Biden is using cocaine. You know what? I believe it. I think Joe Biden is on cocaine too. But folks, wait a minute. Quebec man has 2 healthy fingers amputated to leave his body integrity. But he couldn't point out the situation. All right, that wasn't bad. All right, folks, you know what? This podcast is bad. That's it for the show. It ended about 3 minutes too early, but I say that's a good thing. I will see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.